Wow, how good it feels to be on the road again. Globi, Ernstli and we all survived the long break well. Of course, there were one or two small damages due to the idle time, but now we are on our way to the northeast of Argentina. The route takes us under the Rio Paraná to Santa Fe before we heading north. It is already quite warm meanwhile. The temperatures hardly drop below 30 degrees at night. In Reconquista we meet Eduardo, a follower of our reports. And he's so happy to see us in person that he spontaneously invites us to rest on his campo. We are happy to accept that because on the New Year's Eve it is sometimes not so easy to find a quiet spot. But it is so hot, sometimes even over 45 degrees, that we decide to drive west and then to the highlands. Unfortunately, the heat makes us so tired that we don't feel like doing anything anymore. So we are off to the mountains and sadly we have to say goodbye to Eduardo. But first we have to cross the flatland. For days it feels like the street is just straight, but then we are abruptly stopped. Peter sets off to find out more. It's a demonstration. The villagers finally want to be connected to the electricity. The demo is guarded by the local police and doesn't last long. We are able to move on soon. After 2 days, we reach the first foothills of the Sierra de Manchao. The heat drops to a more bearable 35 degrees and we enjoy driving a small pass for once again. Our colleagues, though, do this usually very slowly. As beautiful as the area is, our stomachs are slowly growling. So we are looking for a nice spot for lunch. And for practical purposes, we can often, if we are really out in the nature, dispose our compost directly through the window. Of course, only the green waste, which rots quickly. Usually, we have salad and fruits at lunchtime. It's often too hot anyway for more. We enjoy these breaks, especially when we've been able to get hold of fresh lettuce somewhere. We are extremely lucky that we have so much space for the fridge and supplies in Globi. Thanks to that, it's easy to bunker fresh goods. After the salad and an espresso for the driver, we have a little siesta. And then it's already time to continue our journey. We want to drive a little further before we start to search for a hopefully idyllic location. And as you can see, we found what we were looking for at a reservoir in the middle of the countryside, which we only have to share with horses and cows. Not only super pretty, but also wonderfully quiet and lonely. The next morning we set off quite early because we want to make it to the mountains today. But this is another story. And after I've removed the monster spider webs, we can start our journey.